Have you been feeling a shift in your energy recently? Has it been easier to accomplish something you've been battling with for a while now? Do you just feel lighter and less weighed down? If so, keep listening. Welcome everyone. I'm so glad you've taken the time to open your ears to this week's episode. I'm not sure about you, but for me, this year has gotten off to a fairly good start. And having taken a look at my circles and friends and family and clients, there seems to be a similar trend. So, what did I do? I've consulted the stars to see what's happening. Well, even before doing astrological research on this feeling of change and transmutation, my friends have mentioned about Pluto in Aquarius. What does that mean? So, firstly, Pluto is associated with transformation, regeneration, and profound change. Pluto is about truth and power. It's about peeling back the layers to identify who's really in charge, what's really at stake, and what's really going on. It's considered one of the outer planets, and it's often linked to deep psychological processes and power dynamics. Pluto is named after the Roman god of the underworld, and its astrological influences is often connected to themes of death and rebirth, as well as unconscious aspects of ourselves. It's associated with intensity, passion, and drive for personal evolution. Its influence is considered transformative and can bring about significant shifts in someone's life, both on a personal and collective level. So, I'm not sure how you're feeling, but if any of this is resonating with you, I guarantee you it's connected to Pluto in your chart. You might have to check your birth chart, your astrological birth chart, and see what house Pluto resides. It might be interesting for you if you haven't done already. Like, Pluto's a small celestial body in our solar system, but astrologically speaking, its significance is enormous. Since 2008, Pluto had been marching through Capricorn's industrious sign. And Capricorn, if you don't know already, is associated with big business, investments, Wall Street, corporate power, traditional economic structures. So, you can imagine that Pluto being in Capricorn since 2008, that the economic structures that have been in place, capitalism, just the acceleration of Bitcoin, the people who are billionaires becoming richer and richer, and unfortunately middle class and lower classes becoming poorer and poorer. Now, since January the 20th, Pluto transits to Aquarius. After being in Capricorn for a long, long time, Pluto has moved into the sign of Aquarius. And this is where transformation starts to kick off. It's already started to kick off. Pluto entered Aquarius briefly in 2023, from March 2023 to June, before it went back into Capricorn's domain and stayed there until January 20th, 2024. So, Pluto will now stay in Aquarius for the next 19 years. So from January the 20th, 2024 to, when would it be? March the 8th, 2043. Pluto is going to be in Aquarius. And what does this mean? Well, since Pluto is a transformational planet, it will impact us on a societal level. It will impact society. Pluto being in Aquarius is going to completely change the game. Even though Aquarius comes across as a water sign, it's actually an air sign. And all the air signs of the zodiac, like Libra, who I am, Gemini, and Aquarius, are all associated with relationships, community, and networks. And Aquarius, being the final sign in the zodiac, is focused on people. Aquarius is governed by Uranus, which is motivated by collective care, humanitarianism, and large-scale societal matters. It's associated with rebellion and revolution, along with scientific breakthroughs, medical advancements, and technological achievements. So, as you can imagine, Pluto in Aquarius is going to change the game, and it's already changing the game for a lot of people that I know. Me especially. We have bought a house, and we were accepted for a mortgage in January. Just things are shifting, things are moving fast for me and for my friends and my circles, as I said before. I want to know how things are moving for you guys. Please let me know. Aquarians are innovative thinkers, forward-looking, and interested in social causes. Aquarians can often be considered humanitarian, friendly, unconventional. And as I said, your Uranus is linked to change, revolution, and unpredictability. Aquarians can be quite unique and non-conformist. My moon is in Aquarius, so I can totally relate to all of this. So what is going to happen with Pluto in Aquarius? So you can imagine that huge change is going to happen, considering that Pluto is a planet of change and upheaval, truth and power, and will start to bring things to the light. This is so interesting. I'm so excited. And this is going to happen for the next 18 years. So I'm really excited to tell you some news. I've set up a community, which is an intentionally mindful living community. And what it is our WhatsApp group where people can join. You're more than welcome to join. Just give me a shout and just send me a message with your email address, and I'll send you the link to join this mindfully living WhatsApp community. You're more than welcome. It's free, and I set mindful reminders every day to help bring people to the present moment and to remind them to focus on their breath. At the moment, I'm sending 3 reminders. I also invite people to share their journeys and see how they're getting on, and their struggles and wins and battles and anything that they feel that they'd like to share regarding mindfulness, and if it's easy for them. Being mindful can be quite difficult, especially when we have a lot on our plate and we're so busy, we're running around, and I can't imagine how it is for a mother with children who's also trying to work and also trying to, take the kids to school and do this and do that, and they're running around. It's a lot. Like, a lot of people are very busy these days. Like, it's difficult to juggle the struggles. So that's one of the reasons why I set up the community. Another one is that over the last few months, some people have been going through a transformational change, and they've been like purging emotions, especially my clients and my colleagues. A lot of people have been purging emotions and releasing and letting go and dealing with their inner child and trauma and wounds, and being mindful, like bringing ourselves to the present moment and breathing deeply just for 5 minutes, once, twice, or 3 times a day, and once is even good. Or breathing through those difficult times really helps us regain our personal power. And it seems to be working really well for some people in the group, the people who have given me feedback anyway. I've tried it and I've tested it so many times, and the more we focus on how we're feeling in the present moment, and the more we manage our breath deeply, the more we can significantly reduce our worry, our fear, our stress and anxiety. And not only does it bring us back to the present moment, but it also has a rippling effect all around us, at home, at work, and any other place we interact. Being mindful and bringing the present moment is also a space, a self-care space, and a place where we're giving ourselves a hug, like it's like a heart hug. And it's so important to cultivate this habit for our mental states, and especially if any of you pay attention to the news or things that are happening all around the world, it can be quite disturbing. It really can. So I strongly encourage you to take some time and focus on your breath. Breathe in on the count of 5, hold on the count of 5, breathe out on the count of 5, and hold on the count of 5. And depending on your situation, you can breathe in calmness, and when you breathe out stress. If you're dealing with quite a difficult and troubling situation, you can breathe in acceptance, breathe out release and let go. You can, if you're dealing with difficult people at work and you just don't know how to manage this situation, you can breathe in. What could you breathe in here? If you're dealing with difficult people at work, you can breathe in, go with the flow, and breathe out, release control. I find that was very, very effective for me, especially, if you're collaborating with different people and you'd like to do things one way, and, there are different ways of doing things and conflict of opinions, and people have different values. It's normal to get frustrated. So I really love breathing in, going with the flow, and breathing out, I release control. Another one could be breathing in patience, breathing out, releasing anger. Another one could be breathing in tranquility, releasing, and breathing out resistance. I'll send some information in the show notes that you can practice in the morning, at lunchtime, and at nighttime. There are 3 audios I'll put in the show notes that you can refer to them to help you adopt this self-care and cared for mind routine to help you through any battles, especially if this year hasn't gotten off to a flying start for you. And if it's something that you're still going through, this mindfulness routine will really, really help you. Let me know if it does, and if there's anything else that I can do to help or suggest. Feel free to reach out. Another suggestion that I find very helpful is laughing. Laughing is literally the best medicine. Breathing shifts our energy, and appreciating boosts our spirits. Work has to be done. The kids need to be collected. We need to clean the house. We have to reach the deadline. We need to do our muggly jobs. But they're done so much more pleasurably when we laugh as much as we can, and we play with our whoever we can play with, and allow our inner child out to just roll around and just release tension. So I recommend laughing as much as you can, breathing into those difficult spaces, appreciating the little things, and I'm sure you already do this, and playing as much as you can. And that all of those in itself will help lift your energy, and then will have absolute rippling benefits all around your life. I know, because I've tried it, I've tested it, and it's proven to be true from my point of view. Intention is always the way forward as well. Intention is so impactful, and if you've listened to my previous podcast about intention, I think it was the one before last week, you'll see different ways of setting intentions as well. Setting intention before we do anything is just has monumental benefits. It really does. It's like paving the way for a successful or positive outcome. So that brings me to the end of today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed my insights on Pluto in Aquarius, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my WhatsApp community of Intentionally Mindful Living, where you can get some mindful tips on a every day, daily basis. And I wish you a wonderful week. And by the way, happy full moon. There's a full moon right there shining in the window, looking at me and sparkling and shining in the sky. It's absolutely stunning. So I hope you're enjoying the full moon wherever you are in the world. Take care.